Hey, y'all, give it just a minute. I'm going to give people time to come in and then we'll start. Okay. Okay, y'all, we're going to start. I was just giving everybody a minute to get in here. I used to have an intro video. I don't know what I've done with it. Who knows? Anyway, what was I about to say? Oh, yeah. Well, we have 3 cases screaming, in my opinion. We have 3 cases screaming, something's not right. Delphi is the main one. I mean, Karen Reed too, but Delphi I'm saying because we have somebody that's sitting in jail or prison. And we have a prosecutor that basically knows he has exculpatory evidence that he should have given to the defense that he didn't give to him. That's my opinion, and I think that because what he wrote the defense lawyer back was you could have went down the Reese route. Basically, this is not exact words, but you didn't do it. You had your time. So he neither confirmed nor denied he had the letters, which means he got them pretty much, in my opinion. But it doesn't matter if they went down that route or not. It's exculpatory. It's supposed to be provided. Even if it's something they throw away and don't use, it's not up to the other side to decide what the evidence is. But the issue is this man is sitting in prison where he's been abused. And they did move him, thank God. Maybe he'll be able to see his wife. But there's somebody that admitted to the crime, and the guy that is talking about it has said things that no one would know except the people that committed the crime, like a box cutter was used. And he said this a long time ago because that's what that Ron guy told him. And Keegan Klein, we know that he talked to the girls, or at least one of the girls, the night before and maybe the day of. So, and we already know what he does. So, I mean, and prosecutors knew this. Prosecutors knew that this man admitted to this crime to this Reese guy. And not only has he talked to Ron Logan before Ron died, he also has talked to the Keegan guy. So, and he's told him the same thing. This man put his neck out on the line, honestly, because in prison, it doesn't matter, even though they are violent, usually it's people that hurt kids. A snitch is a snitch. It don't matter what you're snitching on. It's just one of those prison things. I mean, so he's putting his neck out there. So for him to lie would be stupid. I mean, that's just don't make any sense to me. Hey, Meg. So now we have Richard Allen sitting in prison, been sentenced how long? Girl, I know. You ain't got to try to stay in. I know you're everywhere. I'm not really going over like documents just because everybody else has been going over them. We're talking about them. I'm not really going over them. I'm just talking about the 3 cases that I feel are screaming corruption at some part in them, which is Idaho, Karen Reed, and Delphi. We're talking about Delphi right now because that man's in prison. I mean, I know Brian Koberger's in jail, but this man has been sentenced to 100 and some odd years, 130 years. Yeah. I mean, I know that I guess they have to do another trial. It's not up to me, but I think they should just overturn the man's conviction. But how would you feel if you were a juror on that trial and now you're finding out that all this stuff that you didn't get to know Because if I was a juror, I would be calling the DOJ pitching a fit. Because I've done sentenced the man to 130 years and I didn't have all the information. That's wild to me. And I'm still going in lawyer, and stuff. This Brian Koberger stuff, I was in the Reckoning Co. And I mean, she's not a true crime podcaster. She does true crime readings. But half of these people have no idea. Somebody asked me who Cy Ray was. Didn't even know there was hearings in May. They watched mainstream media and they had all false facts. And I told them, I actually changed somebody's mind today that was for the prosecution after I told them everything. And then I told them where to go to get the hearings, who Cy Ray was, what he did, all of that, and the facts that they don't have a car on video that we know of. They said they don't. I told her just to watch. I didn't tell her like all the facts. I was like, look, just watch it. That way I'm not telling her. I told her where to go to see the hearing. So a lot of these people that don't have facts are getting them from mainstream, and they've not watched the hearings. They've not read the documents. They have no idea. The other thing is these people do not understand DNA. They do not understand. I'm learning that they do not understand the privacy. If they understood what exactly this was about, they would have a fit. All they know is Brian Koberger's DNA is on that, so he had to be there. Half of them didn't even know there was blood DNA that wasn't tested. Because somehow they thought transfer DNA was like the same thing. I was like, y'all, this is not the same thing. That's like skin cells. This is like blood. So, I believe the dominoes in this case, in the Brian Koberger case, are going to fall, and I think it starts with Dylan and Bethany's statements, because Dylan and Bethany's statements are completely different. The other thing is, before I say this, I'm not prejudiced. I'm just repeating this the way Dylan said this. If y'all have seen the documents or heard somebody read them, did y'all notice, and I noticed this right away, like it didn't take me 5 seconds, where she's describing him, this girl says, I know he's white. I don't know how I know he's white. I just know he's white. The first thing that popped in my head was Demetrius. Sorry. But I'm like, is she trying to convince herself or us or what? I don't think who Dylan saw was tall and skinny, or he may have been tall. I don't think he was skinny. I don't think she saw anybody that she technically did not know, honestly. That's just my opinion. But that was really weird to me. That was just, how in the hell, what? One, why did you say that like that? And two, it makes me think he's not white. I don't know. Not that it matters, I'm saying though, but she was trying too hard. So nobody else really said anything, but that just struck me as really odd. Well, and the thing is, it's not always their fault, because mainstream media, I didn't know mainstream media lied like this, especially lawyers. A lot of people don't have time. They work or whatever, and they don't have time to like go through, and you would think that mainstream media would be giving you fact. You know what I mean? If you don't watch the hearings. And that's what that girl said to me today. She said, I didn't know they didn't tell the truth. She said, I thought they kept up with the fact. No, they do not. They have a narrative. Hey, soul child. And their narrative is like, this has been my whole thing since they arrested this guy. I have no idea, nothing about Brian Koberger. I cannot swear he was not there. I don't know where he was. I'm not in Idaho. I'm not him. I was not. Say, hang on. Okay. It's like, what is going on? I cannot say where he was, what he was doing. I will never be able, I can't tell y'all that. But whenever they arrested him, the first thing I said, if he did it alone, they stood in line and waited to be killed. Somebody had to have screamed. Somebody had to have hurt, because he couldn't do all that. He could not contain them muffle them all of one person. Two, he didn't take his phone or his car, and they've married him to that phone and that car. And somebody in chat said, well, he probably didn't have his phone or car. The state can say that. I said, oh no, the state has married him, and I always say this, they've married him to that phone and that damn car. So they've got it now. I don't know why they would ever even do that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. And I didn't want somebody to think I was, most people's not going to, but I'm saying, like, she stressed that too much. She don't know how, like, literally, and I read it to make sure. She don't know how he's white. She just knows he's white. What the hell kind of statement is that? I mean, I'm just confused. I'm sorry. And y'all, Dot, I do not think Dot, I don't think it's Dot's story, but I have always been one, and I just don't argue with people because I think Dot was brought out to debunk early on to keep the story from whatever, but I think that's somebody's story. I think it's really somebody's story. It probably ain't her story, but it's somebody's. And somebody had her tell it. So that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. She might not be right about the people that were there all the way or whatever, but I just think some of the elements of that story may be true. Not that she saw the people. But I also look at it this way too, y'all. Listen. This may be a blessing for Brian because, listen to me, do y'all see how this evidence sounds to us? If all this stuff was suppressed, they wouldn't be able to talk about it, right? So now all this stuff has to be transparent in front of the jury. What do you think they're going to think about Dylan's statements? I mean, come on, y'all, think about it. All of this stuff that they wanted suppressed, if it was all suppressed, it would kind of have holes in it. So this may be a blessing for Brian, actually, because most people on the jury that are listening to this are going to be like, wait, what? There's more DNA. Wait, what? Dylan said, what? I mean, is this stuff that they're having to leave in, it may end up being a blessing because it's going to kind of tell the whole story. The law enforcement in this way, Anne can be able to show where the law enforcement are up there and they're testifying and they don't know anything. Dylan's statement and I don't think Dylan's statement and Bethany's statement are going to line up. They will be able to hear how Dylan could not identify Brian Covert. She didn't identify him. All of that. So this may end up being better for him. I'm not saying that it's fair or anything like that. I'm just saying this may end up being better. I mean, yeah, but this is a death penalty case. There's more DNA. I mean, they give you strict rules usually. Well, they do in a dream way, but if there's any reasonable doubt at all, you can't say he's guilty, basically, when you are on a death penalty case. And I mean, just the fact that there's other DNA. And I wonder if that's what Anne's having to compel. That and the 911 call. Because she's having to compel something. She keeps on asking for something. And I'm wondering if it's those DNAs and the 911 call. Yeah. And the whole DNA thing, I think is being pushed by federal too, because if they can convict somebody using that DNA, then they can use it. But the thing is, if Brian was to get convicted, like Heather said, they would overturn it just because of that DNA, probably though, because I don't understand why I don't know. I don't understand that DNA. With there no laws or whatever, or FBI made their own law. There ain't no Department of Justice laws for the shit. I don't understand all that. So I really don't. Just like I don't understand what the hell happened at the Karen Reed thing. The way I saw it was the judge got mad for nothing. They're trying to say ARCA was paid. ARCA, they testified that they wasn't getting paid to testify. I think the defense paid their expenses, which they can do that. Their lodging, their flights, whatever. But to me, the prosecutor got up there and kept on saying that they didn't turn over stuff. And then at the very end, he changed it to, yeah, the defense gave it to him, not the government. And the judge was already mad. And I don't think there's going to be nothing for her to rule on, because they didn't pay for testimony. If they didn't pay for testimony, they can pay for their room and board and their food or whatever. And ARCA, if I'm not mistaken, that ARCA got up there, they asked the ARCA guy, were you hired by either side? And they said no. Yeah, but the thing is, I think she was shook for no reason. Because what she was shook for is she thought the defense was hiding the damn receipts or whatever about paying ARCA, and they weren't. The damn prosecution man was sitting up there saying that they didn't give them to him, and the defense did. And I don't think, as far as I remember, ARCA testified. Hey, ARCA testified that neither side paid them. If he's trying to get them in trouble for paying their trip and their food or their boarding or whatever, he can't do that. They just couldn't pay for the testimony. So I think she's going to feel stupid as shit because, well, she let that man. And I just wondered, because they're reaching. So I just wonder if at the last minute the prosecution is just going to say never, because that man's pitching a fit. Like, I don't think he wants this trial to happen like that. I think he wants to get what he can get thrown out because he don't want to go look stupid doing this trial. And so I don't think he's going to make it. But that's just my opinion. Because he's pitching a fit. I don't know who he is. He wasn't as bad as Lally. I've seen him a couple of times, but now he about gets on my nerves like Lally does. As far as Richard Allen stuff, that judge, they going to have to force her into retirement. I don't know. She should be fine. She should have something taken off her retirement and everything else, because that's ridiculous. Whatever she's got going on. Yeah, to me, she needs to be mad at the prosecution, because to me, I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, but it looked like that man manipulated the situation and made it look like something it wasn't. And then at the end, changed it up after she was already pissed off and couldn't even think, and then changed it up. So she might be mad at the wrong people. Talking about it's got whatever implements on the defense. Well, I think you got played like a fool. That's what it looked like to me. I could be wrong, though, because there may be more going on to that, but she didn't even let Alan Jackson respond, so, and he didn't look too worried. And if it's ARCA, and that's who I know they're talking about, they're not going to testify that they didn't get paid by either side if they did. I really think that man is trying to talk about the room and board or whatever the hell, their food and travel. Anyway, that's what I got out of that. But like I said, I could be all the way wrong, because I haven't kept up with all of Karen Reed. This is a lot. The Richard Allen stuff, like, well, it had me in tears, because that's just sad. That he's got good lawyers. That man that was on Bob Motta's thing, what's that man's name? Andy, I think. I like that lawyer. He's a really good lawyer. But I think that they have, well, I know they have a good shot of him getting at least another trial. And Nick McClellan, what the hell, that man needs to be punched in the face and fired. Yes, Andy Baldwin. I like that man. But Nick McClellan, I ain't never seen that man till the other day. I saw his picture, and it's one of them folks I want to slap the shit out of. He looked like a smart ass. Oh, Lord. I said, I'm going to email that man, too. You know why? Because I think we all should. We can't harass him, but we're free to email him, because I'm going to tell him about what I think. Somebody sitting in jail for 100-something years, and then he let somebody out that does child porn. Child porn. So you let somebody out, and do you have little kids? That's what I'm going to ask him. Do you have little kids? So, you don't care if they're looking at stuff? Because I really am going to email him because I'm crazy like that and I will do that. I don't know. I mean, he thinks he's hot stuff. And I mean, I can't tell you what he looks like as far as that because he just looks like ass to me because I just want to punch him because he knows he's lying. The damn email he sent to Andy knows he's lying, talking about you should have went, you know you got the shit. Who's Bunny? I don't even think he's got cool coke dealer hair. Most of them have cool hair. He just has a let me slap the shit out of you hair. Let a damn man that's trading child porn with out of jail. And he sure did too, because that man got out of jail. He might have really thought that man did not commit that crime. But you know what? He knows better now. And he knows that he should get fired. I'm sorry. Maybe it's extreme for me to say he should lose his job, but it sure is extreme for that man to be sitting in jail for 136 whatever years having to wait on this shit to go through. So when somebody's done admitted to the crime with, oh, did she? That's funny. Andrea, yeah. But, like, that man wrote letters, and the man that did it, I know he's in jail, but he ain't just saying that shit. Plus, he knew what weapon was used, and we didn't even know. I mean, he knew. I already thought it was weird that them girls was at the end of that man's property, basically. Anyway, nasty ass. Him and, what is that man's name? I just said his name a while ago. That big old fat boy. I'm sorry. I usually don't call people names, but he's nasty, whatever the hell. And his daddy, wherever the hell his daddy is. Ugh. Anyway. Porn. Child porn. They trading child porn. He just gonna talk about it like it was nothing. We just trade child. Yeah, you just do what? Oh, God, that's so gross. Yuck. Freaks. Yes, Keegan Klein. Oh, God. His daddy needs to be in jail, too. Right along with him. Wherever that man is. Ugh. But if I was Abby and Libby's parents and Richard Allen, I would sue the shit out of the state. I would sue the shit out of them. I would sue. Well, these 3 cases we got to know something about because apparently we got to keep up with them. If not, nobody would know that nothing about Richard Allen's case. If nobody would have went, like if we didn't have this kind of stuff, I mean, that poor man, nobody would know anything. It's wild to me. That woman said that was her ex. She knew too, and they just thought she's just saying that because she was mad and she said he abused her. So, and I think they ignored that woman. But that woman said, "I'm telling y'all, I dated this man. That's his voice." I think she was right. Ugh. And I don't even know how Nick McClellan, like, how do you sleep at night? Like, I know the man's dead now, but listen to me. You done, anyway, these folks. I mean, and people that don't realize this, I'm not saying everybody's innocent. I'm saying that people that just willy-nilly go saying something, sometimes I wish, and I don't wish bad on people, but for a minute they could be scared shitless that they were going to have to spend 100 years in jail and see exactly what it's like to be falsely accused of something, and then they ass won't be too busy just running up hollering somebody did something when you know. Yeah, I stay out of I states. And Massachusetts. I only called them 1,000 times about Sandra Birchmore. I know I didn't care whether they got tired of hearing me or not. That man right there can rot in HELL because as soon as I found out that he had a meme that said, "I just want to KILL someone that nobody cares about," well, Sandra Birchmore was me, okay? And it upsets me very, very badly that he just thought she was nobody because she didn't have no family, because I am her too. And so she might not be here, like, where you can see her, But I promised that girl that her and her baby that I wouldn't. I was doing something, so I was blue in the face. I'm not saying I'm the reason they did anything. That man's anyway. He ain't worth a trial. Just let me in the room with him for 5 minutes. Oh, nasty. And that is his fault. And I know I've had people tell me, well, she was grown. She forced him to get her pregnant. No, let me tell you something. That girl was a little girl that was 14 and her mama died and then her aunt died. And then this man that she trusted for whatever reason. Anyway, that man manipulated her, and even when she tried to get away from him, when she was 20, he wouldn't let her. So I know that she shouldn't have been seeing him. It's his fault. I don't care. It's his fault. Because he did that to that girl. That girl, no, he did that to that girl. I know that she was grown. I don't give a shit. It's his fault. It's his fault. And then after he killed the girl, he went and held, and his baby has nothing to do with it. I wish no harm on his kids. Those kids cannot help it. But he went to the hospital where his wife had just had a baby. I cannot. I want to. Oh. And his wife should be ashamed too, because she shouldn't have stayed with his ass after she. Oh, anyway. Cannot. Cannot. That's right. She did just want to be loved, and she thought she could trust him, and she thought she was in love with him. And even when she tried to get away, I've got all the text. He would get mad because her location was not on, so she could not get away from him. Oh my God, he is so sick. Oh, that's a sick freak. But I got through it. But when I got to that mean part where he said, like, I was all kind of bent out of shape because this is not a sob story. I'm just telling y'all. And most people don't know how this is, and I hope they never have to. But when you live your life and you look around you and you know that there's nobody, I have been there. I live my life like this every day. That the people around you would bury your body and nobody would ever come look for you. That's a scary way to live. That's the way that girl lived, and I know how she lived. So I lost my shit about her just being dead and we just ain't doing nothing. She just killed herself. I couldn't sleep at night. I wasn't sleeping at night. And I still have issues because I feel bad. I mean, I don't know what I could have done while she was alive. I'm glad I got her justice now, but my God. I mean, you know, it just makes me ill. It just pisses me off. So. That man should be, I don't care where he should get the death penalty. I'm sorry. I know people are going to disagree with me, but I promise you, everybody can just disagree with me. I cannot. That is a sick, oh my God. That is a sick fucker. And that is what they have protecting your kids and not your kids. I'm saying though, people's kids and everything else. I'm just saying. So, all these people that think law enforcement, they do no wrong. I'm not saying they all do. 90% of them, I'm going to hope like hell, don't do that to kids. But you don't let your kids go to a camp with cops and when they're females and there's nothing but males there. I don't care if they are cops. That's just an my mom would tell me that's a temptation you don't put on a man, a teenage girl, and you just don't do it, especially one in their 20s. Like, I know these parents think that, oh, it's a cop. No, where's the female cops? Like, what are y'all doing? You just don't, you don't put kids in a situation that way. You don't put teenage girls, teenage boys, any of that in a situation that's like that. My mama was, if my friends if they had single parents and it was just their dad, for his safety and just the way it looked, my mama, I didn't go spend the night at my friend's house. There had to be a woman there because it's just too many things happen. Not saying that man, one of my friend's dads will do anything. It's not that. It's the way it looks. It's all it takes is one person saying something. It don't even have to be true, but it takes one person saying something, and that's your life. And that's what I try to preach to men and women. Watch the situations you put yourself in, period. It's not always that something happens, but all it takes is one person saying something, and they may just be saying it, not even really mean it. And then you got to defend that. So, which I'm funky about. y'all have my whole issue with porn anyway, because to me, porn was developed in the United States to traffic children and all this good stuff. So I already have my, anti everything. Daddy daughter. That should tell everybody everything. That's sick. What the fuck? Anyway, so I have my anti all that because I think that's disgusting. And it's a trigger since how my daughter's dad. I've done explain that to y'all. So yeah. But I I mean, I don't Sandra Birchmore did have some family, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but in my opinion, they were after whatever money they could get. Like, I didn't give a shit about money. I wanted the man to get in trouble because, like, you see him coming and you see him leaving and you never hear from her again. I mean, it took way too long. It took way too long to, I mean, thank God he got convicted. I think he thought he was going to get away with it, but all those cops, I think they had to replace all of them just about in that department, and probably just about in Karen Reed, that police department. They're right by each other anyway. Proctor, I don't even know what happened with him. Did he ever get completely fired, or they just put him on vacation for a while, or what? He's another one smacking the head. Thank you, Angel D. Oh yeah, when Gigi showed up, I was laughing. I told Miss Potts we needed to get her. Twiz kept freaking timing me out. I was about to punch him in the face, but I need to get her a stop stalking thing. I'm gonna send her one. Yeah, I mean it takes a lot. Miss Potts don't never lose her cool like that, but she did her. I didn't know she was even in there. Lord Jesus, y'all, I know that woman is that bad. I'm telling you, because she literally told YouTube I was trying to break Brian Cover. Oh my God, out of fucking jail, dude. Like, just wild, wild. And all I did was ask her for the damn letterhead from the school with the letter that said all that shit she was saying that the school said about Brian. And that lady tripped on me and started crying or doing what the hell ever she was doing. I'm never going to forget that. I know I tell y'all that all the time. She really did. Y'all was in there, y'all know. And Twiz is live. Twiz got me up on a damn. I didn't know that crazy woman. Oh my God. I still don't know what the fuck she was saying or what the hell she was talking about. I think she has a mental problem, y'all. I'm not playing. Like, she is either on drugs, I'm sorry, allegedly, or she has a mental, or both. I'm not sure. If she's on drugs, she's on the wrong kind. She might want to get on some that she actually enjoys, because if you're going to do the shit, don't do stuff that makes you act like do something that's fun. Shit, if you're going to do it. She be crying like a drunk, like my sister does. Oh my God. And if I knew what the hell she was talking about, some about Maddie and Brian and him touching her hand, I don't even know what the fuck. I still don't know what that lady was talking about. It didn't have nothing to do with the school, though. She just started, I'm not sure what she was talking about. I still don't. We was talking about the school, and then she started talking about, I'm not sure. Swearing that Brian had been around Maddie or something, about touched her hand, or I don't fucking know. The wild stuff. And she would know this because she lives in Kentucky, and she just knows all about Idaho. These folks. But I didn't know she had a YouTube. I knew she had a Twitter because she kept she kept tagging me and stuff too. With her 12 views, which I don't have that many views on Twitter. I'm just saying, like, she was trying to expose me to somebody. My friend sent me a thing. She said, do you know this lady's got you all over this thing and she's got all these words? I really don't know what the hell she's talking about. I was like, yeah, it's crazy, Jen. It's okay. She's probably saying that I'm a murderer, and I said, they ain't no telling what she's saying. There just ain't no telling, but I just ignore it. I didn't even look at my tags. I didn't even know she was tagging me because I turned my things off. I have no idea. Don't know when the last time she tagged me is. Don't even care. Not paying attention. Cannot do it. I'm crazy enough. I can't deal with her crazy. I don't know what she was doing to Miss Potts saying, like, I don't know why you go, look, I don't go to DT's thing, right? He had gotten an accident with that dog, whatever. I sent him a thing that said I was sorry, you know what I mean, whatever. But I don't go roam where he is, because what am I going to do? Go roam with his stuff and cuss him out because he's in his own life talking whatever he believes? Do I believe what he believes? No. But I don't go roam there to harass him because that's stupid. Why would I go somewhere I don't want to listen to the shit they're saying? I mean, why in the hell go somewhere where you don't agree with anybody and think you can? That's like coming in somebody's house and doing that shit. It's their life. I mean, get the hell on. Why do that? I don't understand people. I'm not going somewhere where my blood pressure gets up. I'm just going to stay the hell away from it. I don't need to hear what they're saying. I don't care what they're saying. Clearly, I don't agree with them. I mean, I don't wish nothing bad on anybody. I just don't agree, and I'm not going somewhere where, why in the hell would I go where I just, like, it's, okay, it's not just that I don't agree, like, it pisses me off the stuff they say, so I'm not going to go somewhere that makes me mad, because I don't like being mad. That's what I'm saying. I don't go there. I don't talk a lot of shit about it. I'm just saying, I don't go there, and I'm not going to go there because that would be stupid. It would be stupid of me to go there and then cuss him out for what he's saying. Well, I look dumb as shit because I can just match the X button. It's his live. I mean, he can say what he wants to say. These people, I'm telling you, these folks think they run. All kind of folks coming up in somebody, telling somebody what to do, and this and that and the other. Oh Lord, I'm the last one you want to do that to. Because I mean, who the hell? I don't understand where these people think they have the authority to just be telling folks what to do. And you don't even have to waste your breath. Why are you wasting your time saying you don't like me or whatever? Hit the damn X button and travel on. Lord have mercy. Yeah, they come up with some shit and about that other girl and this and that. The shit they tried to tie him to, that's the mainstream media's fault. Look, they've had a narrative, and that's the most ridiculous thing. Like I said, you know what? They might even actually would have been able to get a conviction if they wouldn't have married him to that car and married him to that phone, because the shit that they say, that literally, he would have, anyway, they don't make no damn sense to me. And I'm not going to say he's complete. Like I said, I don't know where he was. I don't know what he was doing. But I don't think he was in his car, and I don't think he had his phone. So, if he was doing any of that. So, and I just don't understand. I don't understand what these people think the state has. Oh, we don't know what they have. Y'all, the defense has to know what they have. That's how we know what they have, because they have to turn it over to the defense. And if there was anything that had a connection to Brian Coburger, Ann Taylor wouldn't have said there wasn't one. That's what people are not understanding. They're like, oh, we won't know. We might not, but the defense has to know. So, you know. I mean, and even if the prosecution says, oh, well, that DNA we couldn't test, in a jury, it is still their obligation. That's still enough reasonable doubt that you can't give some man a death penalty whenever you might not be able to test that DNA, but we can't swear what nobody else there. So I mean, that's just crazy to me. All these people talking about Brian Koberger cutting a deal. What? Why? He's still not going to cut a deal because there's still, to me, like I said, I think he's going to end up doing better with all this stuff staying in because now there's not holes. It don't sound funny because if they suppress something, you can't really say anything about it. This stuff, the more you can say about this shit, DM statement, all this shit that you put together, it makes it more crazy looking to me. Yes, there was transfer DNA there. Anne can explain to them that's skin cells. But what about the blood DNA that nobody know, you know? And if she's having a hard time getting that from them, she can prove, look, why didn't they just give it to me so I could have it tested? Because Anne can test it, but the prosecution has to give it to her. And I think that's one of the things she's having a problem getting is that DNA. But, and the 911 call, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think the 911 call and the DNA, she's having a problem getting the other DNA. And then I thought we was going to learn something good about what he was doing whenever they got there to arrest him in Pennsylvania because the judge was acting like he was doing something. His fucking lights flashed while he was in the kitchen. I guess he hit the key. I mean, he might have locked his car or something. He might have heard something outside because, you know, they were playing around, whatever the hell they was doing. So they busted in his house because his lights flashed. Y'all don't flash your damn lights at 1 o'clock in the morning. And then there was nothing in his car. They were scared he was destroying evidence with yellow rubber gloves on. And where's the green leafy substance? Because they ain't said nothing about that. And also, the other thing they didn't say is that he asked, was anybody else arrested? What they did say in those documents is he was asking questions about why the fuck he was arrested. And they told him they'd talked to him at the station. But, well, he might have been, because I think he'd been at his car. But the thing is they literally busted in his house because they thought he was in his car destroying evidence or something stupid. But, you know, my point is there was nothing in his car. And this green leafy substance that's talking about has went away. So, I don't know. And I'm sure if it was something, we would know. They would sure enough be using anything. Yeah, I mean, he probably did, but that was probably when he was at the station. Um, I think that he was asking questions, and they told him because in the paper, the documents that come out, it said something about they said that they told him they would talk to him when he got to the station. So he might have asked once he got there, and they told him what he's arrested for. If the man didn't even know what the hell he's been arrested for, then he might have asked, was anybody else arrested when he got there? But they didn't mention that. You know what I mean? They didn't say anything about it. So I would have been asking questions too, probably. But they said he was cordial with law enforcement. He was sitting there carrying on conversations with them about whatever else. I mean, if they could have been talking about a fucking Camaro, who knows? But I'm saying. And then he told them that his GPS would show him where he was. So, you know, just, you know. We do know why they don't have a tree, and that's because FBI turned Brian Koberger's name into them as a tip, which I don't understand how the hell another law enforcement is giving you. Anyway, they need to really find some laws. None of that makes any sense to me. Yeah, it would be. That's what I'm saying. I think they thought it was normal he was asking what questions. They just told him that they would explain it to him when they got him to the station, you know, but I don't think that it was nothing that was that concerned, you know what I mean, that incriminated him or anything. Like I said, y'all, it may be a better thing that this stuff didn't all get suppressed, because when they suppress it, they can't talk about it. So there would be weird holes. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, there would be weird holes in it. I'm not saying it's right that they did this, but I'm just saying that this to me makes it real transparent exactly what happened, because she can just tell the story from the beginning to the end, basically. That way they can get a real good idea of how they got his DNA, that they had blood DNA that they weren't tested, but they were so worried about whatever with his. I was upset about it too. I mean, not all of it. I knew all of it wasn't gonna, but some of that stuff. But then I got to thinking, you know what? It hit me. I was actually doing a reading, and it actually come out in that it would actually be better because it's going to tell a whole story. So, because like, okay, say if she would have got the Pennsylvania stuff completely thrown out, which what she was trying to do was get it all, it would have like been like one thing after another getting it thrown out. But she, now the story can be told of how they did whatever in Pennsylvania, and that his lights flashed. He's never been in trouble before, and they literally went in. They had snipers. They could have arrested him when he was running. They just things that if I was on the job, I'd be standing up going, "Okay, wait a minute, I'm confused." I mean, law enforcement story to me, y'all, really, really, they're stupid, because this is going to make them actually. To me, this is going to make them look crazy. If it was it upright, because that's betrayal. Upright is. What did you just find out? That she was doing something dirty to you, betraying you? Yeah. Ten of Swords upright is betrayal, like ultimate betrayal. It can also mean ultimate ending, but it's ultimate betrayal is what it is. It's like overkill betrayal most of the time. Yeah, usually when cards like come out, keep coming out like that, it means something. But it's better you find out than it keep on going, though. Um, I mean, and two, Angel, like you can't control the way anybody does you. You can only control the way you do them. And that doesn't mean you let people run over you, but you let them go with love and let them have their hate. You know what I mean? And stay. And it's hard, because I'm one to say that, because I get pissed all the way off. But I get unmad, and then, you know, but I get mad. I get hurt, and that's what fuels a lot of my madness. And I don't like to not know, like, I do not like when people want to say what they got to say and then they're done and they don't let you say what you, because listen to me, I need to know what the hell's going on. I don't like to not know. Just, I want to know what the hell's going on. I don't understand, just whatever. So I'm very, girl, I'm very, in your face. Like, I'm just me. That's why I said I'm well aware that people either love me or hate me and there is no in between, and I'm okay with that because I need to know. Well, they shouldn't be going in for prosecution, but no, you're fine, Angel. They shouldn't be going in for that. With the death penalty case, I hope that they're, you know, looking. But if he was to get convicted, y'all, they will overturn more likely just because of that genetic DNA. That's what me and Heather was talking about too. There's other things in there too. I hope that he, you know, if they can't prove he did anything, then I hope he don't get convicted, you know. Like I said, I'm not going to be one to sit here and say, I know he didn't, I don't know what he did. I wasn't there when that, I don't know what he did. I can only account for me. Hell, sometimes I have to think about that. So, I don't know what the man did. I also can't prove that he did it. I can't prove he didn't do it. So, all we can go by is, and that's the thing, it's circumstantial evidence. So, it's really not if he's guilty or not guilty. It's, can it be proven, like, is there enough reasonable doubt to doubt it, or can they reach over that? And can they build a case that has more undoubt than doubt, I guess. I don't really think, I don't know. You never know how those cases are going to come out, but I think that what's going to happen is, what's going to help him is the prosecution's dominoes are going to start falling because there's bigger people in this. Not all of them are going to be implicated this year, I don't think, but I think enough of them when that trial comes, stuff's going to start falling, and the state's not going to be able to handle it well. They're going to look like Bill Thompson pitching a fit. They're going to look shady as hell, and to the people that may have been on the prosecution side, I think it's going to open people's eyes when that happens in court in front of everybody, you know. I just think that I do think there is a piece of this that's going to fall apart during trial. Either the pre-trial stuff, I don't really know how all this shit works. It may even happen during pre-trial stuff, but it's going to happen enough in front of people that it shows. And depending on what happens and how many dominoes fall, even if they're in trial, if stuff starts happening, that the case could still get dismissed in the middle of trial. It just depends. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying it depends on what goes on. Yeah, I'm not sure I don't know if that's on the prosecution or the defense's side. I'm not sure what side that's on. Did we ever find out? I don't even know how to find out or if we can. I know that he didn't seal that stuff, which I thought, we found out a lot of stuff that I don't think he's going to seal anything else. I think, except maybe the IGG stuff, but I think he's fixing to start unsealing stuff. I really do think that. That's what I'm saying, y'all. We've got to let them, we've got to let them. A lot of those people in Ashley's chat, they didn't even know that there was a hearing in May. They haven't even seen it, so they haven't heard Brett Payne ever testify. A lot of these people, well, it depends on if the case got dropped with are dismissed with prejudice or not. Because if it gets dismissed with whichever one it is, they can't retry it. Depends on what happens. He let a lot of that stuff was out. Like, they didn't redact it. I think Ethan's autopsy or whatever is going to prove there was more than one person. That's one thing that I think Ann Taylor's going to be able to end up getting out. There is also, well, I mean, depending on what happens, especially on TV or whatever, depending on what domino falls, I mean, you know, it just depends. If the prosecution blatantly gets caught doing something you know what I mean, then he pretty much had, I mean, especially on TV, looking crazy as hell, he won't have too much of a choice. That's what happened in the Rush trial, basically. Yes, I mean, I don't, he was talking about speculation. Some of the shit he was talking about was speculation. Like, I don't know where he got, I have no idea. And I don't know what I'm not a judge either. So I don't know what the limitations are. You know what I mean? What he actually has to go by. Exactly what the laws are, y'all. Because it could be one of those things, like, I don't really know. Um, I do think that somebody else is controlling this, but I'm going to tell y'all now. I don't think the man's doing it for money, and I think that's why the man said he didn't want nothing to do with this shit when he first started. Because I think somebody does have their hand in this, but I think it's got way more than to do with money, and I don't think he wants a part of it. That's the truth. That's what I think. I don't think that judge is one that's easily manipulated, but if they're threatening family and this and that and the other, and I don't think he wants a damn part of it. That's what I think. Yeah, and see, that's not even funny. And anyway, people get karma that do this stuff, and I'm not saying I hope anything. I'm saying they get the shit scared out of them, and under the same circumstances, and then they will change their or watch somebody go through it. Yeah, and Ethan's parents got another autopsy. I don't know if I didn't hear about any of the other ones doing it. Yeah, Heather likes my troll too. Yeah, but y'all have to think of it this way too. Usually, people that are for the death penalty or support it are looking for facts. Like, whenever there's other DNA and stuff, though, and all this kind of stuff that they get told about, it's going to be hard for them to just, like, you know what I mean? And Anne will probably drill that into them as well. Like, technically, and the death penalty still might get thrown off the table if they don't have this DNA. Like, if they say they can't test it, whatever, the death penalty could still get thrown off the table. And I assume it will. I mean, that can happen up to a trial, in the middle of trial, anytime. But like, with there being other DNA, I can't. I mean, well, I mean, hell, it don't matter. They do appeals for 20 years though, anyway. But even if he got convicted, I'm telling y'all, the death penalty would still come off before, even if he got convicted with it, because of the genealogy stuff. Me and Heather's already talked about that, but he would have appeal, and then he'd have to wait another whatever, even with a damn firing squad or whatever they got going, because I don't think that firing squad is going to be able. They talking all kind of shit, but I don't know that it's going to be as easy as approved. I don't think it's. I don't. I don't think it's as easy passed as they think it's going to be. And y'all, we can write Trump letters now and be like, look, this is like inhumane. Whatever. Girl. I mean, I don't, well, I go in Dinky sometimes. I don't always go to Dinky's. Ow. There are times I miss Kiki's too because I'm working or I'm doing something else and I forget what I'm doing and don't even pay attention. I do that all the time. I try to, what the hell is this? Sorry, y'all. What the freak? Oh. Oh, Kiki, are you still in here? Because I just read her message that she sent me on Discord. Kiki, if you're in here, what I was saying to you the other night is Elon Musk exposed people that have social security numbers that are 300 years old. So they're really not alive anymore. But they were still getting paid social security. Somebody was getting their damn money anyway. And it's like $4.7 trillion, and I was having a damn fit. And all these people that was pitching a fit about Elon Musk having their information, they ain't worried about the $4.7 trillion and where it went. I said, well, Trump is going to give, I think he said $8,000 or something. I can't think, don't quote me on that. But anyways, I said, well, he can give me theirs too, since all they worried about is Elon Musk having their information. And I hate it for him. Elon Musk is if he wanted their information, he wouldn't have never told him. He'd have just took the shit. He don't care about the negative $3 in their account. What I'm saying is $4.7 trillion. I want to see these 300-year-old people, or I want my damn money because, 300-year-old people. There's way more social security numbers than there are people. That's what he said. Elon Musk is weird to me, but I'm just saying, I'm not mad. I am mad. I want to see 300-year-old people because if they ain't showing me 300-year-old people, then I want my damn money. Because taxes are expensive. So I'm just saying. That's what I was saying. I was pitching a fit. I was being kind of funny. But I really do want to see 300-year-old people. Because I don't think they can produce none. And if I was to do that, I would be under the federal prison. So I'm just saying. I am just saying that I would be under the federal prison. So we should see people going to prison too, right? Because it's illegal to steal Social Security checks. 300 years old, people 300 years old, was shitting me. I just don't understand how that happens. Just saying, that's a whole lot of money. All them people worried about Elon Musk having their ID. I know he's weird or whatever, but he don't give a shit about your whatever. He's trying to hunt your money down. But they can give me their money too, since they don't care about nothing but their damn Social Security number or whatever that, these folks, if y'all don't know, you better make sure what you can find online, because believe me, what you can find online. These folks act like Elon Musk needs their money or something. I'm like, damn, how much money that's got? He don't give a shit. He's going after the folks that, like I said, he's weird. Sometimes he flips me out a little bit, but he can expose all that if he wants to, because that's crooked. All these folks. Girl, and these folks, this TikTok stuff, them, and they could not pay me to act like them girls. I hope like shit is fake. Have y'all seen them girls? And I'm not talking about nobody on food stamps, because look, That's not what I'm talking about. Have you seen these girls that get on there talking? They do not get that much money. And if they do, to hell with that. They don't want to work. They sit there talking about they don't want to work because they just get paid by that's got to be fake, right? They just making stuff because that's crazy to me. I mean, this one girl on there, I would never watch this stuff, but I was just like sitting there looking. I was like, this bitch is not. There's a lot of girls get on there. There's some guys, but talk about they get $800 for this and 500 or $5,000 in food stamps and this and that and the other, and they don't want that. That's got to be fake because don't nobody give them that much money. Crying and shit. I was like, talking about they don't want to work. They ain't never had to work. They ain't gonna work. They gonna live off everybody. I was like, oh, shit. Y'all better get a damn job. No, girls on TikTok. They might do it on Facebook too. I just get on TikTok. Them girls. Hang on, y'all. I'll show y'all. Just wait a minute. Wait, I'll show y'all. I hope they fake, because if they not, then I want to know how the hell they get all this damn money, because I'm just telling y'all that I couldn't get help. Let me tell you this. I had to quit my job, and I couldn't even get fucking Medicaid. Like, it took me forever to be able to get Medicaid. I was 43 weeks pregnant before I had my daughter. And the only reason I needed Medicaid is because they won't let you even go in the hospital unless you have insurance, because you can't see a doctor. So they wouldn't just take me in the hospital. Oh, it was hell. Okay? I could not even get Medicaid. If these girls are getting all this damn money, and it's white girls, black girls, it ain't nothing to do with race, because it's all of them. I'm just saying. Yeah, like, I literally did not go to the doctor the last 2 months of my pregnancy, and I was so pregnant because I couldn't work because they wouldn't let me go pee, and I got a urinary tract infection, and it almost killed me and my kid. So, I had a note from the doctor, and the damn call center administrator, whatever, she still followed me around with her I'm a princess sign, which you shouldn't have as a damn call center administrator, but she did. But she harassed me when I went to the bathroom, and my doctor's like, look, you gonna have to quit because you have to go to the bathroom. You can't hold it. Because I would hold it forever and then get urinary tract infections, and that's dangerous when you're pregnant. Dangerous anyway, but when you're pregnant, it's really dangerous. So, yeah. So, when I quit work, I didn't have insurance, so I could not get Medicaid because I made too much, and you have to be off out of income or off of that income for like 3 months, because they went by mine and my husband's, and he didn't have insurance at his work at all. Yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. And I didn't stay on Medicaid just long enough to have my kid or whatever and do postpartum, and then I went back to work. But yeah. So for these people to just be, hang on, I'll show y'all. I thought I was going to die. Because there are people that literally need help that cannot get help. And I'm like, what the fuck is really going on with this? Hang on. Oh, duh. Get the right thing up. I'm a dummy. Hang on, y'all. Is that TikTok? Yeah. All right, hang on. Now I'm on TikTok. Okay.
Here we go. Hi, guys.
Now watch, I'll have to go through all these damn girls to find them. Wait a damn minute.
Is even under consideration. Look.
Okay, so I know everybody's going crazy, wanting some kind of tax update, and I got a tax update for y'all.
Well, let's see about this tax update.
So my fiance got his taxes yesterday.
Oh, I ain't talking about that tax update. I'm talking about the damn other one. Care about all this. Oh God, that's loud. The hell? Hang on a minute, y'all. Hang on. Don't.
The family.
Not only is the state forcing me to sell my 2024 BMW that I paid with cash, not only are they forcing me to sell it unless I want to get cut off on all government assistance. They took my whole tax refund. Over $22,000 the government took. They couldn't even leave me $100. And they are still telling me that I owe over $20,000 from over issuance. It is not my fault that they...
How the fuck this girl got 20,000? She don't have a job. So how is she getting taxes back? Is this, y'all, is this fake? Is this fake? Y'all tell, this, I mean, I cannot. Hang on, y'all. It ain't even, this girl right here is something serious. I'm telling y'all. This has to be fake. Like, she has to be just doing this to get money off of TikTok, like, to create I don't know, but this is ridiculous. A BMW, she's got a damn BMW. She on food stamps. She don't work. She just, oh my, I cannot. Hang on. Said she had kids to be able to live like this. Damn. No. Well, she's saying she's having to pay all of it back. Y'all ain't never seen the, I cannot. Hang on, y'all listen to this girl. I want to say it's fake. I don't know no state that gives nobody this much money. But, yeah. If this is true, yeah, she's spending a whole, I mean, just wild. And I literally could not even, let me tell y'all, that I could not even get insurance to go have my kid at 43 weeks. Finally, I did.
Made a mistake. They gave me those benefits. They were mine. I used them. I should not have to pay them back. I shouldn't have to sell my BMW. That is my baby. I worked hard for that car. F you, government. Not only...
The Family Matter handle.
Where can I...
If this is true, we need to talk. The Trump administration is
Her husband set up a... Amber came in.
It ain't personal, baby.
Hey! Blue shirt!
I get $2,700 in food stamps and drive a 2025 Benz, and everybody went batshit crazy. I didn't know that you can't get government assistance and drive a brand new car. Where's the crime in that? My EBT and my child support fund my lifestyle. And if you're mad that I drive a 2025 Mercedes, then you're gonna be mad that my husband drives a 2025 Corvette. And I honestly don't think that is anyone's business what the fuck we drive. But since you want to see our cars, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. And this is the first and last time I will ever show this. And honestly, I get it. If I were you guys, I would be upset too. But don't knock on anybody else's lifestyle just because you can't live how I do. So I'm trying to find my keys. Give me 1 second. All right, got the keys. And we're gonna go outside so I can show you the cars. You could do it too if you knew how to finesse the system. It's not my fault, you guys don't know how to do it. So I will show you mine and my husband's car so you guys could just shut the hell up about it already. Clearly we like yellow. So here is the Corvette. See how nice it is? And here is my Mercedes AMG. Stop hating on me, bro. I get $2,700 in food stamps and drive.
She really does have she has a car. It's a Corvette or something, though. This is one of them girls that bitch all the time. But they're stupid as fuck. If they're coming out here saying this stuff, they've got to be just talking shit. That girl's being funny then, but they cannot be on all this assistance. But I would never get on here and just act like I could not do this. I don't care how much money TikTok paid me. I can't do it. That's why I can only be me. Because I cannot be an actress. I can't. I'm not a good act. I can't. I mean, y'all, I lived in housing authority. My mama did. My mom and dad was divorced, but my dad did not. He worked, but he paid child support, but they were divorced. And I had a car, but I was a teenager, you know what I mean? So, I wasn't getting, assistance. My dad paid for me, gave my mama's child support or whatever, but he bought me the car. So like, I also, it was a Prism too. It was not a BMW, for God's sakes. However, again, my mama didn't buy me the car. My dad did, and they were divorced. That's why that happened. But I'm just saying, you cannot be just not working. They're not doing this because they would not. The hell, y'all. Hang on though. This is fun. Some of it was funny, but I was just like, there's no way. They're not. I hope they're not.
Drive a 20.
I don't know when. I don't know when people gonna get this shit
This
in their
dude's
head if they can't tell by the video. But I'm one of these motherfuckers that don't give a damn about how people feel about me. So let me tell y'all something. What I'd rather do before I give a damn about how y'all feel about me, or before I vote for Kamala. I'd rather eat a well-done jean jacket with steak sauce before I vote for Kamala or give a damn about y'all. I'd rather wear Lizzo thong as a Halloween face mask before I give a damn about y'all and vote for Kamala. I'd rather use Charlie Sheen diabetic needle straight from his arm to mine before I give a damn about y'all. I'd rather use a needle straight from Magic Johnson, the 90s Magic Johnson, before I give a damn about y'all. And I'd rather mop the ocean before I mop.
Yeah, it's your girl, EBT Queen, right here, right now. 3K, still get my 3K in food stamps. 7 kids, 7 different men, 7 baby daddies. So what? They all on child support. I don't care as long as them checks is running. Got them checks. Yes, $0 on rent. Yes, living rent free. 5-bedroom house. Yes, faithfully 3K from the plug with the food stamps. Yeah, we eating over here. Yeah, we hood rich over here, baby. Y'all just mad out there. Y'all mad. Y'all can stay mad. I don't care. Stay mad, baby. Because I'm hood rich. I am hood.
I just got a letter from DHS.
I don't like to give you guys
And premium.
Live look at the EBT community. Let's see how they deal with this.
y'all. This dude is hilarious.
Telling his family that he doesn't find certain group of women attractive. The mistake of telling your anti-white family you are not attracted to a certain group of people. Big mistake, my guy. You thought you was in a safe space, and they're here to tell you that it's not safe. How not safe? Watch this. The smell of chicken and hair grease. I could smell it in the air as they assault this man because of his beliefs or feelings or just who he is. It's insulting to them. Wrong place, wrong time, my guy. Never do this at a family event. Because if it ain't snowing, he said he ain't going. Wait,
This AI.
So Morgan pulled me in the office just now, and
Donna.
So excited.
Hey, y'all, for everybody who out there selling.
these are the best. Let me get.
What is monopoly?
yo, I love when EBT queens come to my page to tell me how white folks are the largest number of people on there's government assistance. Do you know how many white people are in this country compared to black people? How many more? Now, here's another example of an EBT member not understanding math. Would you say that there's a higher percentage of poverty in the white community or the black community? Now, judging by your comment, you seem to think that white people need more help than black people by percentage. If that's the case, where would all that white privilege go? if white privilege isn't real, because they don't need help. They're the ones that need. If they're the ones that need help, wouldn't white privilege be a myth? Are you essentially saying that white people are the people that need the most help and black people are doing wonderful in this country financially? Is that what you're saying? Because I don't think you understand math, but it's typical EBT behavior from you. Yo,
If you've been wanting one of these mirrored jewelry cabinets,
Y'all,
highly
that man
recommend
kills
getting this
me.
one. I
He
love
kills
that this
me.
one has the lit up mirror. You can also change.
Why the fuck? Did you know Cardi B and
So you.
Hey.
It's crazy. I bought. You don't need a second. I had a surprise today. There was a gentleman that owned.
What's your birth certificate? But
Let me.
it is.
Okay, y'all don't have to stay watching my TikTok. I get on there and I laugh. That man is hilarious. And that other dude was funny too. That's what I do when I get on TikTok. I get on there and I laugh because them folks are funny. Not at them EBT. Y'all, them people cannot really be getting food stamps and stuff because they cannot just be talking about. And they are stupid. Somebody's jealous. Somebody paying tax. Anyway, that has to be just, which is stupid content. I think that's stupid, really. And if they are, anyway. 7 kids. You gonna have 7 kids? Oh, hell no. I don't care. I'm not having 7 kids. Because you still got to take care of them 7 kids. I don't give a shit what you, I mean, well, I ain't never had kids to what I could get from it neither, so, yeah. Thinking about right now having to get up with a baby screaming, I would rather take myself out. And I love kids, but I'm just too old. There ain't no damn way. Hell no. I'm good. Can't do it. Oh, am I on top message? I stay on top message. I ain't having 7 babies. Hell no. I had 2 and I was done. Nope. Trisha, nope. There's no way. Oh my God. Thinking about, like, I would, if I had to, oh my God. I don't know what I would do. There's no way I could not do it. There's no way. I would never do it. No. Oh, hey, bye, Carla. Good night. Oh, Carla, you've been in here. Girl. Oh, I have a new fan. Hey. I was on the phone with Carla today. He scared the shit out of me. He come up behind Carla because we was on video chat thing, and he come up behind her. Y'all, I swear. Oh, my God. I thought I was going to die. I didn't know who was behind her. I was like, oh, my God. He scared the shit out of me. Carla, I keep on forgetting your name, and here is not the same as in Discord. And I don't know who I think that is because it says Carla, but I'm, dumbfounded over here. He scared the shit out of me for real. I said, Lord, I feel like Dylan. It was frozen shock for a minute. I wouldn't have waited 8 hours to call 911, but he scared the shit. Like, oh my God, who was that? Because I was just talking. And I wouldn't pay no attention. All of a sudden, he's just there. I'm like, oh my God. Which I know what her husband was like, but I wouldn't think like it wouldn't click in all the way. And I was like, oh my God. He's just behind her. So, I mean, I wasn't doing that. I couldn't even warn her. Nothing was coming out. Nothing. The like button, that's funny. I'm gonna send Miss Annie one of these stop stalking things. She needs one. And this troll, for real. Folks, kill me. So, okay, so I think in Richard Allen thing I think Bob Malta said that they should be filing the appeal thing. So we're just waiting. With Karen Reed. God. For Karen Reed, we're waiting to next week whenever the judge, anyway, yeah. And then for Brian, I don't know what's next. There's some kind of or I don't know. I'll have to look at the thing again. I don't remember what's what. Lord have mercy. I don't have no time to look at no other cases besides these three. These three stay, you got to keep up with them because we got some fuckery going on. So, I figured Richard Allen will get, I don't think his appeal's going to take too long just because of the stuff that is being appealed and then the fact that somebody else admitted to the damn crime. So I know they can take a while, but I don't think his is going to take too long. In my opinion, if they can get Keegan Klein to admit to that shit, they shouldn't have to retry Richard Allen. They should just, but I don't know how that works, but I'm just saying, like, oh, Lord, Meg. That's funny. Hell, we don't know who we're talking to. I'm just playing. I don't ever think about it. Somebody be like, I think that person's a Fed. Okay, that's great. You ain't worried about it? No, I'm not worried about it. Hell. Because, honey, if they looking at me, they ain't got nothing going on. No, because I think Ann Taylor's going to dismantle it. And then Bethany, okay, listen to me. 2 witnesses, they both saw different, listen, their testimonies are not going to line up. And that's going to be a problem. But I think Dylan's going to crumble. Lord have mercy. I don't think Bethany testified in fact, I guarantee you she didn't testify because her statement wasn't in the PCA. I don't think Bethany testified at all at the grand jury. I think Dylan might have, but I don't think Bethany did because the prosecution is not, I don't think they're going to call Bethany because I think they know she has exculpatory evidence. So I think that's already going to be a problem because 2 witnesses, the statements are going to be different. Like, I don't know what the prosecution's strategy is on this, but I do know, if y'all think about it, and I'll try to put it, I don't know how this court case is going to go, y'all, but tonight I'll just try to put it together the way I see it, like, since how they denied all the hearings, like, and just kind of present to y'all in a fast way and tell me if you were a jury what you're going to think. And you're thinking you've got this man that is literally like, you're going to put him in front of the firing squad. One, like I said, I don't think it's going to go that far anyway because of the other DNA. period. Because I think it don't matter. She will have, Ann Taylor's not going to let that happen. She's going to have to testify. Like, she can plead the fifth, but that looks even fucking worse than that. I mean, she can plead the fifth if she wants to, but it's not going to, her nor, and I think the only reason Bethany don't want to testify, I just wonder if she was not getting threatened because her story didn't align with Dylan's. Because in my opinion, Dylan made hers align with whoever wanted Brian Koberger to be the whatever. And I don't think Bethany's does. So I think that's why Bethany was nervous about coming back and everything else. Ann Taylor probably has since made her, she may let her, Ann Taylor may let her do it over Zoom or something. You know what I mean? If Ann Taylor feels like she's really scared and whatever, like however you get her testimony is fine. She probably would let her do it over Zoom because it could be that Bethany's telling the truth, and Well, they tried to when they were doing the hearing, the probable cause hearing, but the attorney couldn't keep her from testifying. She was going to have to testify. I think they were going to let her do it over Zoom then. But I think she'll be okay with testifying. She probably is not going to have to come back to Idaho. Ann will probably let her do it over Zoom or something. And I think Bethany would be better, okay doing that. But they do need lawyers because they need, I would have a lawyer just because. This, especially if she was threat or anything weird going on. And two, because her statement was not put in the PCA, she needs a lawyer because there's something, whatever with that. Because she gave them a statement. They just didn't use it. Oh, Kane, I thought you were somebody to say, what in the hell? It's just Kane. I was going to cuss somebody out and it ain't nobody but Kane. I was like, what the hell does that mean? I was going to say, we just got done talking about how, folks, if you don't want to be in here, you hit the X button. With a sharp-edged vacuum cleaner. Now, I mean, I don't even know where the hell I can't even. She also needed to make sure that everybody knew, or she was convincing somebody he was white. She don't know how he was white. She don't know how she knows he was white, but she knows he was white, which as soon as that ding-donged in my head, well, I just don't know that he was white, homie, because you sure are making a fuss about him being white. Y'all, that didn't stand out to y'all, because that stood out all day. I mean, I said, oh, shit. Oh, I don't know if you missed fun, because she was mad. I got nervous, because she don't never get like that, but that Jen girl, oh, Lord, she was on fire. And then Twiz kept on freaking timing me out. So oh, okay. Because I was like, who in the hell is timing me? I know. I was like, oh my God, who is timing me out? I was like, I know Miss Paz done got mad. She done think I'm Jennifer or something. Now I was like, it's fucking Twiz. She didn't just enter the chat. She was saying, she can't anyway. And Miss Fox usually don't ban, block nobody. She can deal with it, but she was that lady. She came and caused you chaos too, Meg? Good Lord. Her and Frank need to talk. She is chaos. They booted her. Heather, somebody booted her. Wiz was too busy timing me out like an ass. Speaking of that, where's he at? Kane, are you going live tonight? I thought it was Wednesday. We're on Thursday. I forgot what day it was. Oh, yeah. If she comes in here, y'all better, somebody do something. I don't deal with none of them. Oh, God. No, she wanted to make sure that everybody, like, what she said was, well, I don't know the order she said it in, but we're just going to say it's like this. I guess she said something about some bushy eyebrows. He had a vacuum cleaner, and he was white. I don't know how I know he was white. I just know he was white. So, that's weird. That's a weird fucking statement to me. She don't know how she knows he's white. She can't tell you how or why she knows he's white. Or why she knows he's white, she said, I think. But she knows he's white, which the first thing I thought of is, well, he wasn't white. I mean, because that's like, why that statement was all the way weird. I mean, all the way weird. How are you going to say that you don't know how you know he's white, you just know he's white? Like, what the fuck does that mean? What is going on here? So, the first thing I thought of, well, I don't think he's white. I mean, he could have been. I'm just saying. Girl, look, I thought he was. They actually have him located in the nonfiction, which made me question every nonfiction book I've ever read. Because, you think it's truth, and I don't even think we was fucking reading truth. They have him in nonfiction because since it's his story and he says it's true, it's true. I said, so I'm not going to say what I said I could write a story about him being, but I said, so since I think that's true, I can write a story about that man doing whatever I said he was and put it in nonfiction. Yeah, that's what I said, Meanie. I mean, that's why I don't go to DT's thing, because, I mean, it would be stupid. Why would I go in there? I don't like what he says, but it would be real stupid of me to go in there and cuss him in his own life. I mean, he can say what he wants to say. Hell, why the hell would I go somewhere I don't understand, folks. And why they think they can go somewhere and tell somebody else how they need to do whatever. That's what I don't understand. People go where they don't want to be, and then they're bitching at the person. I'm like, why are you in here? Like, why would you not just leave? You're in somebody else's live. No, I don't like what Drunk Turkey says, but if I go to his live, I don't have a right to cuss him out because I know that he's saying stuff I don't like, and I'm all up in there. That's that's just stupid. And as far as I know, I will say this about Drunk Turkey. He's never come in my lives just cussing me. I've never seen him come in people's lives where I'm at because he don't agree with them, so he just don't. That's one thing I'll say. I've never seen him do that, so I'm not going somewhere where people piss me off and say things I don't like. I'm just going to stay away from there. I think these people I don't know what the hell they do. I guess they get off on, I don't know. Well, I'm saying though, but I already know that I don't like what he's saying, so I'm not going to go over there. But if I went over there, I don't like what he's saying, I'm not going to get up there and say, well, fuck you, I don't like what I'm just going to leave because it's his live. You know what I mean? Like, he can say what he wants to. I can just leave. Like, I don't have to. People go through doing that. Come in your life just to tell you they don't like you. Well, I don't need you to tell me all that. I'm good. I'm glad you don't like me. I don't really like people. So the less people like me, the probably better off I am. However, I don't need you to waste your breath. I'm good. Yeah. I mean, but what I'm saying is, like, I can't control, y'all know what I'm saying, I can't. That's why I say on this channel, like, if we're saying something, like, I try to say my opinion, and make sure people know that. What happened where, Kane? Where you want to know what happened? In Miss Potts' live? Crazy Jen, I mean, I don't know how to explain it to you. Damn crazy woman that told YouTube that I was trying to break BK out of jail. The girl that got up there on Twiz's thing with me. And all I asked her for was the damn letterhead from Wazoo, the school, where she was saying they said all this shit about BK, and she freaked out on me. You remember that lady? You know, Crazy Jen? Well, she come in Miss Potts live today, and she would tag Miss Potts all the time, aggravating the shit out of her. I don't know what she was saying, because I didn't even know she had a YouTube. I only saw a little bit of it. And Miss Potts lost her mind on her and told her, get the hell out. Don't come where she's at because, you know. They do me too, Minnie, and that's what I'm saying. I don't go there. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go where somebody irritates me. But like Crazy Jen come in there just to aggravate. Like, she don't like nothing nobody's saying, so why the hell would you, you know, why would you go somewhere where you don't agree with nobody? Yeah, and Drunk Turkey used to be like, I mean, I used to watch him. I don't know what happened. It's all good though. I mean, he can do what he wants to do, you know. I don't wish no bad on him. I just don't go where, you know, because I know it's going to make me mad. So, you know, and I'm not going to go in there cussing him out because that's his channel. He can, whatever he wants to do. So I stay on my side and he stays on his side. Because I really don't see the point in, everybody's not going to like everybody, but that don't mean that, you know, just because I don't agree, like I don't care if people think Brian's guilty. I care when they're in a chat with 400 people and don't know the facts and we're spreading stuff because we're still trying to get people caught up on the facts. If you know the facts and still think he's guilty for whatever reason, I can't blame you because, like I said, I don't know where he was. I have no idea what the man was doing. I mean, you know, I wasn't there with him. I have no idea. I don't think they've proved anything, you know, but I'm saying, I can't, I'm never going to tell you, I know he wasn't there. Because I don't know nothing. I mean, I wasn't there. I was not there. I can tell you that. Because if I was there, if I would be in the mental hospital shitting me. I mean, I don't know what would have happened. They would have killed me too because I'd have flipped the hell out. But, because that's just every time I think about that, like, that's not a normal, I mean, it's not normal to, that is horrific Freddy Krueger fucking scary shit that went on, and that's just wild to me. Like, I would never go to the bathroom by myself again. I would never do anything by myself. Like, I would never do nothing by myself. If I would have been, there's no fucking way. None. I don't think about it too hard now. I just... Kane, I think Ann Taylor actually, I think it's better for, I'm not saying it's fair. I think it's better because leaving everything in, this is what I was telling everybody else. There's no holes. Like, Ann can just explain all of it and it can look how crazy it looks instead of there being holes, because when you get stuff suppressed, you can't talk about it at all. So now she can literally go through Dylan's mistake, being drunk, all that shit. Law enforcement saying they don't know nothing to everything they asked. I mean, all of that. So it may be a better thing that this stuff got left in. She literally can explain, okay, they have transfer DNA from BK, that's skin cells. They have blood on a rail that nobody you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all of it. She can be transparent about all of it and, like, explain all of it, and there's no holes nowhere since he didn't want to suppress nothing. And because if she gets up there, listen to me, if that prosecution gets up there in front of that jury talking about we have no right, They need to hone in, and Ann Taylor needs to make sure she's got an expert, if she can't, somebody that can explain what they're saying to them about having no right to your own DNA. And that's really what needs to happen. It needs to scare the shit out of people, and that will change some of that. But that's what needs to happen. Not no technical part, like somebody that can literally explain it simple enough that they, like, to make them see what it is that they're actually doing. Well, I mean, I don't think she blew it. I mean, I think she's done what she could. She can't help that the judge did that, but I think this might work out in his favor better anyway. Because this way, they're able to literally explain how he flashed his lights, or they thought his lights flashed in the damn garage in Pennsylvania, so they busted in his house. He's had no prior anything else. I mean, like, if that was suppressed, she wouldn't be able to go through that. Like, you know, there would be stuff missing, because they weren't ever going to suppress everything anyway, y'all. So this way, she can literally explain it all. There's nothing suppressed, so she can go through it all, and the timeline and how they, you know, all that. And then, like, Brett Payne and them are going to have to testify, you know, and they're going to say they don't know. And what the hell is the jury going to think every time? Lord have mercy. Listen here. Yeah, and I really do think is going to end up better off, like I said, because now she can expose all the stuff she was trying to expose, like, and get taken out. Well, now it's going to have to be told to a jury. And just think about, I mean, they're going to hear how Dylan don't know what happened, how she couldn't pick out BK in a lineup, how she don't know how she knew he was white, but she knew he was white. You know. I don't know that it mattered. Like, it was up to the judge. Yeah, I don't think it was white neither, because she went too off to say that man was white. So that's what I'm saying. That right there sounds funny as hell. Okay. Anne is gonna hone in on how there is no connection to Bryant, like no social media, there's no this, there's no that. They have some skin cell on a thing. And then, yeah, and the big thing is, if Cy Ray literally says and can show that Brian Koberger's car, I'm not going to say Brian Koberger, because my first question for Cy Ray is, but since the state married him and that damn car and that phone together, then that's all that matters, okay? Because his phone can be wherever. Anyway, this is what I'm saying. If it shows that that car went the opposite way, I mean, there's not too much more for, you know. Also, listen to me. When they tell them about the warrants, so they're going to tell them about the warrants and what they got from AT&T, which was nothing. The jury is going to hear all this now. What did y'all get from AT&T? Well, fucking nothing that connected them to the victims, and then they got another warrant. And then they're tracing them. They're fucking tracking them. Yeah, she wasn't trying to get Cy Ray stuff. Well, no, he wouldn't actually. No, I don't think so. Because if she would have got it thrown out, like, she wouldn't have to testify at all. That's what I'm saying. that phone evidence you want in there. I think some of this she did on purpose. She didn't want it to go out, but she had to do this because appeals, she would have got in trouble. Like, you have to, it's a weird the way these laws and shit work. But she didn't want there. You don't want that thrown out, because if Ray literally can place him somewhere else, and no, they wouldn't have actually meaning, because they would have thrown it out. The states cast stuff out, then, you know. But if Ray, and I mean, I'm sure he can do it, or he wouldn't have said he could do it. And they're going to tell, because Ray, when he gets up there, Ann Taylor ask him who he usually works for, if he's getting paid, all this kind of stuff. He says he's working pro bono, and he's never done for the defense until now. He's been in law enforcement for yada yada. The jury's going to hear all that. That's a big thing. Steven, well, you've got to go put money on the
Go, come on.
Here. I'm sorry, y'all. Hang on one second. Hang on, y'all.
Let's go.
Hang on. Y'all have to run to the store, so I'm going to get off this live. Anyway. But I will...